Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric. The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely.
I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
A Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sigris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teleorn where the Asfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustadolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this, for my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it, no matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
Serenoa. Surely. I need a moment to think.
Ah, yes?
Yes, I see. I require some time to think.
My lord. Interesting indeed. I am decided. Quite impossible. I may have to consult the others.
Aye, lad. Tough spot we're in.
Yes, sir. Indeed. I need time.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
Even still.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree.
I'm with you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.
You will steal into the castle and defeat their commanding officers. I see. So Wolfort chooses to walk a wicked path. That makes you no different than Esfrost.
We do not regret the choice we have made.
Then it is time to see it done. It may very well be our best chance at victory. I must return to Hyzant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
House Wolfort and Hyzant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Roland proposes they infiltrate Whiteholm Castle and take out the enemy commanders. Though a risky gambit, it is well worth it if they can destroy them all in one fell swoop. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. In support of House Wolfort, Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Prince Roland, there is something I'd like to ask you before our mission.
Then ask it.
Why do you really want to infiltrate Whiteholm Castle?
To prevent needless harm to the capital, of course. And to exact revenge with my own hands.
Is that it? Roland, you know you can confide in me.
I want to save Cordelia. She's bound to get caught up in the violence if we launch a full-scale attack. But if we can sneak into the castle, we might be able to get her out. I know this is a war to reclaim our kingdom, but I cannot rid myself of such selfish desires. Contemptuous, is it not?
I understand the burden of leadership. Perhaps it would be easier if we could but purge ourselves of our hearts. But as your vassal, nay, as your friend, I would not want the company of one so void of emotion. We will save Queen Cordelia. Together.
My friend, I cannot thank you enough.
There's but a single longship docked? It would take one blast crystal to destroy, and their escape route with it.
Heard Hyzant send in a massive army. Are we gonna be all right without the Archduke?
I wouldn't worry. Not with General Avlora on our side.
Her I trust. Thalos and Erica, on the other hand, huh.
Shh. Not so loud. Who knows what they'd do to you if they heard that?
So Gustadolf isn't here, but Avlora, Thalos, and Erica are.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell, and myself have brought what troops we can muster.
I am grateful for the reinforcements.
As you should be. Hyzant hasn't mobilized this large of a force in 30 years.
There's no need for delicacy with this many soldiers at your disposal. We could fell the enemy with a frontal assault. Though it seems you have some other ideas in mind.
We do. The city and its people will suffer greatly should we brute force our way in.
Instead, we will infiltrate Whiteholm and take out the Asfrosti commanding officers.
And how do you plan to do that? Via some secret passage none but you are aware of?
Just so. The same way we snuck into the castle when the capital fell.
An effective strategy, I'm sure, though recent intelligence suggests Gustadolf has returned to his homeland.
In which case we shall target Prime Minister Thalos and Erica, and General Avlora. We'll have Milo destroy their ship with the blast crystal to prevent them from escaping.
What a devious trick. My favorite kind.
The castle will be easy to take with those three disposed of. Very well then. We shall do it your way.
We would like the two of you to distract the Asfrosti forces with your armies.
When their attention shifts to the front, we will slip into the castle.
Very well. May fortune smile upon us all.
Hyzant's forces have entered Castle Wolfort. It won't be long until House Wolfort makes their move.
Meaning they're coming here? It's hard to believe they'll soon be in the capital again.
My queen, I must advise against considering them allies. Lord Serenoa is now one of Hyzant's saintly 7. Not to mention they're raising arms against the seat of their former sovereign. They want justice. They want the royal blood that runs through your veins.
So you think they seek to make a puppet of me as well?
I do. But you needn't worry. They will not breach this castle so long as I protect it.
Indeed.
A battle is upon us, but fear not. I shall protect you.
General Avlora speaks true. Yet I still want to believe in House Wolfort. Brother, give me strength.
Hyzant and Wolfort begin to put their strategies into action. To draw the eye of the Asfrosti forces, the Hyzantian army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and his retinue, Elfric in hand, will steal into Whiteholm Castle.
Hyzan's forces are on the move! They're coming for the capital! To your stations!
Minister Exham's created quite the distraction for us.
Let's make for the harbor first. Anna says there's only one longship there. We can use the blast crystal to sink it and cut off their retreat.
There are fewer soldiers than I expected.
They want us to load up art and jewels from the merchants? What nonsense is this?
Lady Erica commanded it. I'd wager she plans to cut and run if things get real ugly. It's ridiculous, I know, but imagine what she'd do to us if she found out we disobeyed.
Oh, fine, fine. Get the bloody merchants.
Perfect. I'll disguise myself as a merchant and search the ship. Once I find out where they've stationed soldiers, we can get Milo aboard.
Let me go. They won't look twice at me.
I would rather you not take that risk, my lord.
You and Eridor have too much gravitas, meaning I'm best suited for the task.
And what about me?
The task I need you for won't come until later.
I understand. Good luck then.
Hide yourselves. We'll find each other after.
That man will stop at nothing to win, will he? Consider me charmed.
How are things progressing with the ship?
We've learned the enemy's position. If we can draw their attention, we should be able to get Milo aboard.
Hey! You there, merchant! Sorry about this. I'll inform my commander you'll need reparations. What the? Who are you?
Damn!
Never stop learning.
Practice makes perfect.